they are all the systems are upgraded, if not on time, even ahead of scheduled upgrades, para po masigurado natin na hindi na mauulit yung nangyari noong January 1, 2023.
Actually, Secretary Vince, this is a common problem now. Kahit sa US, nakikita natin, halos nag-clip nga yung wings ng mga eroplano doon, at nakita natin kahit sa Washington DC, di ba? Mismo doon nagkaroon ng collision. So it's very important to note that this really is a safety issue. But another thing is also the concessionaire of NAIA, San Miguel, Mr. Ramon Ang, actually personally inspected the power source. Di ba? Kasi pag nagkakaroon ng fluctuation, ginagamit ng mga ibang commercial establishments, yung provider ng power sa airport mismo, hindi talaga magiging consistent or stable ang power source. So we thank also San Miguel for looking into this, and I'm glad that there's somebody like you now who understands the problem also as a whole. So that's also putting that on the record. Now, going next to, and I know that this was already taken up earlier, but I commend you also for stepping in and asking, ano ba to, AirAsia, yung website nila, o yung AirAsia Move, dun sa kanilang price gouging, kung ano man yung ginagawa nila. Imagine, sinasabi just to fly to, sa Ormoc ba yun? Si Tacloban, 40,000, di ba? One way. Kalokohan naman talaga ito, and I think that it will send a signal to other airlines to be reasonable with their pricing. Huwag naman silang mananamantala dahil kailangan ng ating mga kababayan. This is still a public service. They're still public utility somehow. They need to be able to provide a just pricing for the have you talked to other, kasi remember, we were talking about the dismal tourism in the country. And dahil nga yan sa cost of, mahal pumunta sa Boracay, sa Siargao, kaysa pumunta sa Hong Kong or sa Thailand. Perhaps you can meet with, what do you call this, together with the tourism secretary, the providers, Cebu Pacific and Philippine Airlines, to have a reasonable standard rate for travel. I know that you cannot dictate pricing. It will be based on many factors, oil, for example, fuel surcharges, etc. But have you met with, let's say, PAL and Cebu Pacific for the pricing that they have for local travel?
Yes, ma'am. Several times po. In fact, just on the case of AirAsia Move, no? What we have discovered is that they call them online travel agencies, no, OTAs, which are mostly actually not Philippine-based. No? This AirAsia Move, for example, is Malaysia-based. No? It's an affiliate of AirAsia. They charge over and above what the airline actually charges, because we checked with PAL, and for those dates, the price of a one-way ticket to Tacloban was only 12,000. And this website was charging close to 40,000. So talaga pong unacceptable, and to be frank, quite criminal na to. Kaya we are actually filing economic sabotage charges against this company because of clearly what is price gouging. And again, it was also during a period where there was a crisis in Tacloban because of the partial closure of the San Juanico Bridge. So clearly there was a intent to take advantage of the situation and take advantage of the passengers. No, Congressman Richard Gomez and Mayor Lucy Torres bought those tickets. No, binigay po nila yung, kasi apparently I think they were the ones that were remaining. No, but PAL told us their price was only 12,000. So what we have done now po, and we have instructed the Civil Aeronautics Board, who regulates the airlines and airline prices, because there are ceilings po kasi. While we cannot regulate prices, we cannot dictate, as you said, meron pong ceiling yan, no, na ini-impose ang Civil Aeronautics Board, and published po yan, no. sinabi ko lang po sa kanila, kailangan mas assertive at proactive sa pag-publish para nagalaman po ng mga kababayan natin at para hindi sila naloloko nitong mga online na ito, no? And I have asked them to investigate other online travel agencies as well as other destinations like you mentioned, Siargao, Busuanga. These are area destinations which sometimes ang tickets po ganun din po ang presyong umaabot, no? So Cab po is in the process of investigating that right now. Pero yung pong sa AirAsia move, pinakasuhan na po namin and we will be filing the case this week.
Galing. Alam mo, ibang klase ka talaga, Sec Vince, ha? Talagang nag-file ng kaso because that's the only way for them to be accountable. And also to send a message to other providers that you have to be fair. Tama na, hindi naman sobrang puro na lang negosyo at kita na lang ang isipin nila, di ba? Para at least may pananagutan sila sa gobyerno. Now, I will not anymore ask you about this, but I would also like to remind you that perhaps you can take a look at the pending bill. Na-veto ito ay National Transport Safety Board. Kasi pagka nagkakaroon ng aksidente, yung mga bus na hindi roadworthy, pero ang nagbigay ng permit dito, LTO, sila rin ang mag-iimbestiga. Pag nagkaroon ng problema sa air, ang mag-iimbestiga rin, CAAP, dapat meron talagang independent body. So I'd like to ask for your support, hopefully.
Ma'am, actually, when we learned about your bill, we immediately expressed our full support because we really badly need a public safety transport board, no, similar to the NTSB in the United States, no, and I think your bill is patterned after the NTSB, which works very, very well in the US, no, and actually, I will be meeting the NTSB in Washington, D.C. po. We requested for a meeting and we would love po to send you the inputs that they will give po for the bill that you have proposed. Kasi po, it's really very important that we have an independent transport safety board which encompasses all modes of transport, land, sea, and air. So thank you very much po for that, ma'am, for your initiative.
Well, you know what? This is an advocacy of mine, but I think you can submit that. It would be nice if I can still be furnished a copy. But Senator Tulfo, who is now heading the Committee on Public Services, also the Vice Chair, Senator JB, I'm sure would really appreciate working with you on this so we can finally push this. Now, to end this, I would just like to mention some of the accomplishments of the Secretary who just was recently appointed. As soon as he sat, he made sure to evaluate and make a decision on the suspension of the PUV modernization. Thank you, sir. Immediately, you already held accountable the contractor of the common station. At sinabi mo na papalitan natin yon. Also, at that, just recently, it was announced that the wait time now in the MRT is shorter. Marami ka nang inayos doon na mga procedures kaya hindi na ganon katagal ang wait time. Although, of course, we can still improve that. And then, listening to the testimonies of our colleagues here, you visited already more airports and seaports than maybe others that have sat in your position in the past. So, you've already done this, Secretary Vince, and for that, actually, this is just a formality. Kung meron ng 1,000% support, 1 million support, 1 million percent support, aabot tayo ng trillion siguro dito kung hindi tayo matatapos. So thank you. Actually, as a personal note, Secretary Vince's credentials will really speak for itself. But I've known Secretary Vince since 2004, coming from the office of Senator Angara. You worked in the campaign of FPJ. And nung namaya pa si FPJ, ang hindi ko makakalimutan, pumunta ka sa akin at binigyan mo ang kopya ng lahat ng speeches niya nung campaign doon sa Santo Domingo. It was a very sentimental meeting with you. So, of course, I've also seen you work here in the Senate with Senator